2019 R.Pod 190. So right in the back storage compartment here, if you just flip that up, it's just held up with a magnet. Inside you've got your power cord. So with your power cord, you've got the yellow end here. So you just got that little notch right there. Lines up with the little notch right inside this cover here, right there. So just plug it into there. Little 1/8 turn locks it in place, and then just screw on the threads to really lock it there. And then on the other end of your cord here, you've just got a 30 amp end. So most campsites will have that. You can just plug right on into. It'll look something like that. Just plug it on into there, and that's it. That's your power to your trailer. Now if you're looking to plug in at home to say run your fridge, charge your batteries, whatever you like, we do provide you with an adapter for that. So right here, if you just open that up, is your exterior shower. So hot and cold water, 3-foot hose, standard head. And there you go. Coming on down, we've just got your fridge vents as well as your fridge service port. Nothing back there for you to worry about. Just make sure this doesn't get blocked off. And right below it, on the left is your cable inlet, on the right is your satellite inlet, so power up your TV location. And right underneath it all is your black tank sewer system. So this unit does have it split up. You do have black in the front, gray in the back. So when it comes to draining out your tanks, generally what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to empty out the black tank, so that fills up from your toilet. You want to do that one first, and then once that one's done, you'll just come back here, and same idea. Cap comes off, gray valve right there, open it up, drain it all out. The reason we're doing our gray last is because your gray tank is filled up from your sinks and your showers, so it's generally just cleaner water, helps keep the hose clean. This right here is just the exhaust for your furnace, so you just want to make sure nothing's drooped over that. It does get hot. And beside here are your 2 water connections. So this cap right there, if you undo that, stick a water hose into there, turn on the water, fills up your fresh water tank. And right beside it there's just a vent, so it'll start spitting water out of there once it's full, or you can just watch the monitor panel inside. And right below it is your city water connection. So you can take a water hose, stick it into there, turn on the water, pressurizes all the water lines throughout the trailer. Now generally what you could do is you could fill up your fresh tank and then add in your city water afterwards, turn on your pump as well. That way if you're ever using the shower and the sink at the same time or something, you're not going to lose pressure, the pump's going to supply it as well. And that way you just keep a constant pressure. And right beside it here's your hot water tank, so that little keyway just lines up and it pops open. So right here, little pressure relief valve, you just want to pop that open. Make sure that shot of water comes out of there. What that's doing is just letting you know that it's full. If you were to ever fire the tank when it's not full, you're just running the risk of burning out your elements. And right down here, that switch right there, if you were to turn that on, just turns the hot water tank on with electricity. And inside is your switch for propane. Now if that propane switch were to ever not work, and if you were to get a check light that'll go through in a minute, you just come out here and press that button right there and that'll reset your hot water tank. Right underneath it here, this little flap, if you open that up, is your sewer hose itself. It's a 20-foot hose, same 2 ears that your caps have to lock it onto there, and that's that. And then right behind the wheel there, you can just kind of see, you've got that white and the red lines, water lines right there. So those are your low point drains. So if you're ever leaving the trailer for a while and you want to drain the water out of the water lines, you can just undo those lines, it'll drain out the water. So the white for your cold water and red for your hot water. And coming around to the front, you just got a little service light there for you, as well as in front on the jack. Press on, turns the light on up here. The track goes down, stand comes up, that's that. Propane cover here just has that one little knob. If you undo that, the flap will open up and then you can reach down into your propane tank. Standard propane tank, and it is filled for you. Just turn it to open, and that's that. Behind the propane tank is your battery. So your battery, as long as you're plugged in through your power cord or through your 7-pin, that battery is charging for you. Also on the side here is just an auxiliary outlet for your propane, so if you wanted to barbecue or whatever, you've got an outlet for it. And then on the side here is your storage compartment. So again, just the magnetic latch holds it open. This here is just your weight distribution set. This customer's opted for it. And right here is a water hose that we provide you for, as well as this adapter here for your shore cord for going into your house or whatever. This pole right here is for running your awning out. So if you come right to the back of your awning, you can see you just got that little notch in there. It slides up into that, and half turn kind of locks it in place. And then you're just running the awning out. Once the awning's out all the way, it will just stop. with it fully extended, if you come out to the awning head here, you just got your 2 bars hidden in the head. So if you come to the end, you've got this little tab there. You want to pull that out, and at the end here you can see it pulls it out of its little home there, and then it comes on out. A little 90-degree turn, extend it out all the way, and right on the wall here you've got these little plastic clamps. So you're going to push it up, have the bottom of your foot go in there, and then slide the top in, slide it down to lock it, and then you just grab your arm, extend it completely, take this plastic flap here, flip it around, and that'll lock your awning up. Same idea on the other side here. So the clip out, pull the bar out, 90-degree turn, there we go, extend it, bottom in, top in, slide down to lock it, slide it out, and the plastic clasp. There you go. Now if it were to start raining, odds are it's going to hold some water, so you can take these plastic clasps and just kind of run them in a little bit until you get an angle that you like, and then you can lock it up there, just like that. So for taking it down, same thing backwards. So you're just going to slide that guy out, slide it in, 90-degree turn, bring it in, slide it into there, pushing on the end, and it'll just kind of lock into place for you. And that's it. And then we'll take our bar, slide it back in there, and just turning the opposite way to bring it back in. So underneath the awning on the trailer here, you can see you've got your 2 outside speakers, controlled from the stereo inside. And down on the bottom, you've also got your GFI outlet there. So if you open it up, you've got 2 power outlets in there. So if you want a TV outside, you've got the power to do so. And right beside it here is your black tank flush. So over time, you may notice that after you've emptied out your black tank, it is still reading 1/3 or 2/3 or whatever it may be. So you'll just take your pressurized water hose, stick it onto there, open up your black valve, turn on the water, and that'll just flush out the tank for you. And as we come to the back, just got your rear storage compartment. It does see straight through to the other side and is accessible from inside the unit as well. That little compartment right there. And then right on the back wall here is also a solar panel plug-in. So you just standard 2-end plug it into there, charges your batteries. In each corner of the trailer, you've got your stabilizer jacks, so 3/4 inch nut right there. So you just run that down until it contacts the ground. It'll firm up the trailer a little bit, and that's all you're looking for. If you try to lift the trailer with these, they are not heavy duty, they will just fold. For your step, you're just gonna grab that guy there, pull it out, flip that one over, and there you go. And as you come inside, right up on the wall here, so this black switch on the right is for your porch light. If you have it down, I believe that's white. If you have it up, that is orange. If you have it in the center, that's off. And beside it is your slide out. So you just press and hold out, slide will make its way out. Once the slide is extended completely, it'll just stop itself. Normally there is a TV mounted right here that comes with the unit. This customer's already taken their TV. Right beside, or right above the TV was your stereo here. So the power button right in the center, turns it on. After that, very simple. FM, so there we go. You got your search on the right there. Find whatever station you like, and volume on the left. All your options up here, so you can go to Bluetooth, USB, HDMI, AM or FM, AV, and auxiliary. So your auxiliary is right here, as well as your HDMI and your USB. Other controls are in the back. It does work with your phone. Any questions, there is a user manual for it. When you first connect to it, it will ask you for a code. Your code is the 4 zeros right there. That's all you're going to be entering. And then for your speaker selection, you've got the option for inside, outside, or both. And that's that. Then right down here is your converter. So you just press it and it pops open. All of your breakers on the left there. Whenever a breaker breaks, it'll sit in the middle. So just turn it off and then back on. And all of your fuses on the side there. And right up on the wall by the door is your fire extinguisher. Standard, pull the pin, point, and shoot. The table here, you just pull this pin right there and slide it over to the side. Folds down and completes your bed. And the bed is just filled in with the 2 back pieces, I believe. Alright, all the blinds in the trailer just kind of sit where you leave them. All of the lights just on their own push buttons. There we go. Right above your sink is another light as well. Storage up here as well. Power outlet is GFI protected. Your GFI reset, I believe, is in the bathroom. We'll get to that in a second. So sink here, hot and cold water. Underneath is just storage. As we come down, you've got your thermostat up on the wall here. So the power button turns it on. It'll start from off. Hit the power again, which is also your mode, and it'll go into your fan speed. For your fan speed, unless you're solely looking to run a fan, you're going to want to just leave it on auto. If you want just a fan, you can select your high or the low, and it'll run your air conditioning fan. But for now, we'll leave it on auto. We'll hit mode again. It'll take us into cool, and so that'll turn on your air conditioner. So we'll just select our temperature. And that'll turn on the air conditioner if we are plugged into 30 amp power. So currently, you can hear it going. That is just the fan going. Because we're plugged into a 15 amp power, it's not getting the 20 amps it needs for the compressor, so we're just getting fan. But with the air conditioner, same idea. Once it's going, you can just open or close these louvers, and you just choose where your air is being directed. After the air conditioner, you hit mode again and go into furnace. It'll turn off the air conditioning fan, and then it'll turn on the furnace. Now in this unit, if you come down by the furnace, right down underneath your bed here, if you look kind of in this bottom corner right there, you will just see the flame going. And then right here beside your sink, you just open that up, is your stove. So generally we want to start from the furthest one far from you, turn it over to light, hit it with a lighter, and as soon as it clears all the air out of the line, it'll light up. There we go. Just like that. And as you come down again, you just got your microwave here. So open it up. It is both the convection and microwave. And your fridge right here. So power button on the left there turns it on. And then you've got your selection here for your inputs. So you've got, currently with that plug there, it's going to be running off of AC power. If you were looking to run it on gas, you just hit that flame there. It'll turn over to gas. Or if you're traveling, you can run it off of your battery, keep your fridge cool. Temperature selects just on the side here, so you just hit that little thermostat button there. That's the warmest, and then as you hit it, it'll get colder. And this little warning light right there, if that were to ever go off, it's just letting you know that your propane hasn't lit properly. All you're gonna do there is turn it off and back on to reset it. Now for opening it, you just got the little push button right there, undoes the latch and opens up for you. You do get the little freezer compartments up here. And for temperature control, just this little thing right there. As you go up, that gets warmer. As it comes down, it gets colder. And then up front to your bed here, smoke alarm right on the wall there. It's got a fresh battery in it. Again, push lights are just on their own buttons there. And up on the wall here is just your cable and satellite outlets. So the one in the middle there is your antenna outlet. So if you press that button right there, the little green button comes on, letting you know that the antenna's turned on. If you have that turned off, you're gonna get your best signal through your cable and satellite. So that's gonna be where you've hooked up to one of those coax inlets in the back there by the wheel. And there's also a TV backer right here. So if you wanted to mount the TV here, you may do so. And down on the floor here is your LP detector. So if there's ever a propane leak in the trailer, this works just like your smoke alarm. This detects it and starts going off. And then into your bathroom. So up on the wall here is the GFI reset that we were talking about. So test on the bottom, reset on top, and then your monitor panel here. So it tells you your battery charge level. So because we're plugged in right now, we're currently C for charging. G would be good, F is fair, L is low. Same idea for your fresh tank as well as your black and gray. Start it empty, and as you fill it up, it'll go to 1/3, 2/3, and full. Down on the right there is your water pump switch. So you turn that on, turns on your water pump, draws out of the freshwater tank. And right beside it is your water heater on propane. So you turn that switch on. That light above it here will come on, letting you know that it's supposed to be going on. Once it goes out, that's the ignition sequence starting. If it were to come back on after the ignition sequence has started, it's just letting you know that it hasn't lit, at which point you'll go outside and use that reset button that I showed you earlier. And last thing in here, just right up on the wall, is your light switch. Activates the one light here. And then for your vent here, you just pull that down to unlock it, turn it to open. And then in the back here, you've just got the selection for your forced fan speeds. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you were to hit it again, it'll just go back down to 1. Right beside it is the button for turning it right off. We're gonna close it tight, and then you're gonna push that button up so just to lock it in place. All right. And that's about it for this little guy. If you've got any questions, please feel free to call us, 204-237-7272. Happy camping.